Hi, I'm Patrick Walsh, and this is a quick overview of IronCore's product line. The first thing you need to understand is that each and every one of IronCore's products is built to secure data inside cloud applications. They work together and can be mixed and matched, and they're used by developers and sometimes by DevOps to protect data in case there's a breach of any kind. The common scenarios involve accidental cloud misconfigurations, stolen credentials, like when an admin's computer gets infected with malware, and exploitable vulnerabilities in web apps or their dependencies. In most cases, these are irrecoverable issues that leave data exposed. But with IronCore, companies can survive these issues, fix them, and just move on. The core idea is to have an extra layer of protection in your cloud applications, so even a full network breach isn't enough to compromise any confidential data. We accomplish this through a technique called application layer encryption, which simply means we encrypt first and then store the private data. Because if you do it any other way, like the common approaches of infrastructure layer, database layer, or disk level transparent encryption, then the data protection only kicks in when the service or the server is off. Which means if the hard drive is pulled out and thrown away because it went bad or something, then great, it's protected. But in modern cloud applications that run literally every hour of every day, that level of protection is laughably bad. It simply doesn't protect the data on running servers. Enter IronCore. Essentially, our products enable different patterns for managing keys, for handling where they live, for performantly using them, for building different patterns of trust, for managing all of the workflows and life cycles that come with this level of protection. In short, we can protect almost any data through our SDKs, through either SaaS Shield or our data control platform, which I'll call DCP. DCP is best for use cases like end-to-end encryption, where the service provider and servers don't need to see the data, or for use cases where data is shared outside of your infrastructure or might be decrypted in many different places flowing between data centers of some kind. For other use cases, where the server-side application needs to be able to see and process the data, we can still level up that security quite a lot with server-side encryption and the right types of key management enabled through SaaS Shield. We can save you a ton of money as well if you use this approach versus just constantly hitting expensive key management servers. And we have powerful features available like BYOK and data sovereignty controls. Did I mention their performance? DCP and SaaS Shield are the foundations of our system. But we also have Cloaked Search and Cloaked AI, which allow for data-in-use encryption, where the data can be encrypted and stored in a service, but still made useful while it stays encrypted. And it works like this. You encrypt data before sending it to a storage service, but you can query over that data using encrypted queries if you have the right key. The server never learns about the query or the data it holds, and you can decrypt the returned results when they come back. With Cloaked Search, this is enabled for keyword indices like Elasticsearch and OpenSearch, and it's deployed with almost no code changes. You can leverage powerful full-text search queries and functionality like wildcard search, phonetic matches, phrase searches, field weightings, Boolean logic, and much, much more. Similarly, with Cloaked AI, you can do the same thing, but with vector databases, which are commonly used for the new types of AI data. In short, if today you're building AI projects, there's a good chance you're using shared models and not screwing around with building your own custom model, in which case you'll likely put all of your private AI data into a vector database. We can protect all of the data in that vector database, even if it's hosted by a third-party database as a service provider like Pinecone. And we don't sacrifice usability, which is a really big deal because this is a huge new class of data with huge new privacy and security implications that people are just starting to get their heads around. And that's it. Protect your data well and protect it right with any combination of our products. If you build it right from the beginning, you're not going to get into trouble later and you'll thank yourself. Thanks very much and have a good night.